Do you remember when we thought one dream was enough for two people? Back then, every street felt too small for everything we wanted to become. The old basketball court still stands. The corner store still closes too late. The train still passes every evening. Everything stayed except us. You learn how to love the place that raised you. I learned how to leave it. Neither choice was easy. I packed my fears inside a suitcase that never really closed. You unpacked yours inside a life that finally felt familiar. Some nights I envied your peace. Some mornings you probably envied my freedom. Funny how both roads look easier from the other side. People think friendships end because someone made a mistake. Sometimes they end because two hearts start chasing different horizons. No fights, no betrayal, just different sunsets calling different names. We didn't lose each other. We outgrew the same streets. You found home inside familiar walls. I found mine beyond the skyline. Some people stay, some people leave. Neither one is wrong. We didn't lose each other. We simply stopped following the same map. We didn't lose each other. We didn't lose each other. We outgrew the same streets, yeah. Years later, I walked through our neighborhood again. The walls look smaller, the park looked quieter, the dreams looked younger for a second. I saw two kids running toward tomorrow without knowing tomorrow was split into two directions. I smiled, not because I missed the past, because I finally understood it. Maybe growth isn't becoming better than the people you started with. Maybe it's accepting that love doesn't always ask us to walk together forever. Some stories aren't written to stay side by side. They're written to remind each other where the journey began. We didn't lose each other. We outgrew the same streets. Different mornings, different dreams, the same gratitude. If life ever brings us to the same corner again, I won't ask why you stayed. Don't ask why I left us know. Every step we took apart helped us become exactly who we were meant to be. We didn't lose each other. We simply stopped following the same map. We didn't lose each other. We outgrew the same streets. Some friendships don't end. They become the first chapter of two different lives. They call me quiet, like silence is something easy to carry. If only they knew my mind has never stopped talking. Every smile takes rehearsal, every I'm okay needs another lie. I answer every message, I show up on time. I laugh when everyone laughs. Nobody notices I'm disappearing while standing right beside them. The loudest battles never made a sound. No broken glass, no screaming, no warning lights. Just thousands of thoughts running circles inside a room with no doors. Can you hear what I never say? Can you see someone to carry all this weight. Just stay. One minute longer, look into my eyes and ask me again, are you really alright? Some nights I get exhausted from pretending I'm not exhausted. The hardest part isn't feeling broken, it's becoming so good at hiding it that everyone believes you, even you start believing it. I don't need perfect words, I don't need perfect answers. You don't have to fix the storm inside my head, just don't leave because it's raining. Sometimes hope arrives disguised as one more question. You hear what I never say? Can you see what I hide away? I'm not asking for someone to carry all this weight. Just stay. One minute longer, look into my eyes and ask me again, are you really alright? Maybe healing doesn't begin the day someone saves you. Maybe it begins the moment someone notices you're trying to save yourself. I wasn't waiting for a hero. I was waiting for someone who cared enough to ask. One more time. The loudest battles never made a sound. And maybe one honest question could have changed everything. Unknown number again. I already know who's calling tomorrow. It always calls before sunrise. Never leaves a voicemail, only questions.
What if you fail?
What if they're right? What if the money disappears?
What if you become
someone you never wanted to be? Every ringtone sounds exactly like my own voice. Still, I answer every single time. By breakfast, I've already lived 100 disasters. By lunchtime, I've apologized for mistakes I haven't made. By midnight, I'm exhausted from surviving days that never happened. My future keeps calling my name, or maybe that's what I believe. Every unanswered dream becomes another ringtone. Every fear learns my number.
I kept answering fears that never rang.
I kept answering fears
that never rang. I kept answering fears.
Yeah.
That never
I started checking doors twice, messages 3 times, my bank account every hour, searching for proof that tomorrow was already breaking in. The calendar became a courtroom. Every empty square felt like another deadline waiting to convict me. One afternoon I met an old man feeding birds without looking at the clock. My phone vibrated, I reached for it, he smiled before I even looked. He said, Tomorrow has never phoned anyone. Then he went back to feeding the birds, like he just said, the simplest truth in the world. I looked down on missed calls, no notifications, no warning, only my reflection staring back from a black screen. That's when it hit me. The future had never learned my number. I was the one dialing fear over and over, then pretending it called first. My future never called my name. It was my fear learning to imitate tomorrow. The loudest ringtone came from inside me, not from the world. I kept answering fears that never rain. Now, when silence calls, I let it, because peace doesn't always arrive with an answer. Sometimes it begins the moment you stop picking up imaginary calls. This time I smile and let it ring. This time I smile and let it ring.
I have a different voice for every room, different eyes for every conversation, different laughter for different people. Sometimes I change so fast, even mirrors need a second look. At home, I learned how to stay quiet. Outside, I learned how to stay interesting. At work, I learned how to stay useful. Online, I learned how to stay unforgettable. Funny, none of them felt like me. People said, "You changed," they were right. I just didn't realize I was changing every hour, like clothes no one remembers wearing. I wore so many faces that my own became a stranger. I knew how everyone wanted me to be, but I forgot how I sounded when nobody was watching. I wore so many faces until silence forgot my name. One day I came home and the house felt unfamiliar. Not because the walls had changed, because I had every version of me was waiting in a different room. The obedient one, the funny one, the fearless one, the successful one, the invisible one, all staring at me asking, which one was staying tonight? I couldn't answer. So I turned everything off. No music, no messages, no notifications, no expectations, just the sound of my own breathing. At first, it felt uncomfortable, then it felt honest. That's when I understood. I never lost myself, I only stopped making time for the person beneath all the performances. My identity was never missing, it was simply waiting patiently where I left it. I wore so many faces that my own became a stranger. recognize the voice that doesn't perform, the smile that doesn't rehearse, the heart that doesn't ask for permission to exist. I wore so many faces. Now, one is finally enough. Maybe finding yourself isn't discovering someone new. Maybe you're spending enough time with the only person who never walked away, yourself. Yourself. You never slam the door. You never say goodbye. You just mastered the art of answering without answering. Your eyes would begin a sentence, your lips would erase it. Every "I'm fine" came wrapped inside a silence too heavy to believe, so I became a collector of tiny clues. The way you sighed, the way you looked away, the seconds before you replied. I studied you like people study forgotten languages. Still, I was never fluent. Love shouldn't require subtitles. I shouldn't have to translate your silence into hope. I shouldn't have to guess whether your heart still remembers my name. Love shouldn't feel like decoding a language that never wanted to be understood. I memorized every version of your silence. The angry one, the frightened one, the distant one, the one that pretended to be peace eventually. They all sounded the same, empty. One evening you asked, why did you stop asking what's wrong? I almost laughed because I had been asking for years, just in different ways. With patience, with apologies, with waiting, with staying. Then I realized I wasn't loving you anymore. I was investigating you, searching for answers you never intended to give. No relationship should need detectives. Love shouldn't require subtitles. Not every heartbeat needs interpretation. Not every embrace should end with another question. If love can't speak honestly, silence will invent its own story. Love shouldn't require subtitles. I still love you, that's the strange part. My heart never resigned, only my exhaustion did. I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because I stopped trying to solve you. There's a difference, a painful one. Some people hide their hearts so carefully that even the people who love them most can never find them. And maybe love was never meant to be a mystery.
only a conversation.
The seats never answered. Every night I sang to rows of quiet shadows. No cameras, no headlines, only dust learning my name. People think success begins the day someone notices you. Mine began years earlier when nobody did, when the only applause came from my own heartbeat telling me to try again tomorrow. I celebrated small victories alone. The first song that finally sounded right, the first sleepless night that became something beautiful, the first time I almost quit and didn't. No audience ever saw those performances.
They love the result.
Nobody loved the process.
Now they cheer for a mountain.
They never climb, they see the sunrise, but never the endless nights that taught me how to survive the dark.
They love the result.
Nobody loved the process. One day my phone forgot how to stay silent. Invitations, interviews, congratulations, people saying, I always knew you'd make it. Funny, I searched my memories, your voice wasn't there. Not when the lights were off, not when failure knew my address, not when hope was the only thing I still owned. Then I understood. I never dreamed of applause, I dreamed of someone pulling up a chair while I was still building the stage. Success was never lonely, the road was.
They love the result.
Nobody loved the process. Flowers bloom where cameras gather, roots grow when nobody looks. If you only arrive when the curtain falls, you miss the most important part of the story. They love
the result.
Nobody loved the process. Every seat occupied, every hand clapping, every face smiling, the loudest applause I've ever heard. I smiled, not because they finally came, because I no longer needed them to witness the person I became when the theater was empty. The show they're applauding ended long before they bought their ticket. Row after row, shelf after shelf, boxes, all carrying my name. Fragile, handled with care. Different destination, different customer, same person. This one was built for my family. Polite, predictable, always grateful, never too loud. The next one belonged to my friends, funnier, braver, never admitting when life felt heavy. Another package left for the internet, filtered, confident, always smiling before the picture was even taken. Then came the version my career requested. Professional, available, productive, replaceable, perfectly packaged. Never asking how much pretending costs.
Everybody ordered a different version of me,
So I kept shipping pieces of my
soul to places that never felt like home.
By the time every order was delivered,
I couldn't find the original anymore.
everybody ordered.
A different version of me.
I spent years checking, tracking numbers, wondering whether people were satisfied with the character. They received 5 stars, good attitude, easy to work with, pleasant company, highly recommended. But nobody noticed the warehouse was running out of me. Every performance filled another box, every expectation sealed it shut. Tape after tape, label after label, until silence became the only thing left unpacked. One afternoon I opened the last container empty. No better version, no hidden answer, just a note resting at the bottom.
You were never out there, you were underneath everything you kept sending away. Everybody ordered a different version of me.
Today, every shipment is canceled. No custom editions, no limited releases, no masks available. If someone can't recognize me without the packaging,
They never knew me to begin with. Everybody ordered a different version of me.
tomorrow, someone else will ask who they expect me to become for the first time. Their order won't be processed, because I didn't discover who I was, I simply retired. Every role, I was never born to perform. The elevator opens to the highest floor. Everything looks expensive. Everything sounds quiet. Yeah. A table made for 8, 1 plate, 1 glass, 1 chair, pulled out. The city keeps celebrating beneath my window inside. Even the silence echoes. I remember when I thought a bigger paycheck would buy smaller worries, when I believed a nicer address would finally feel like home. When I confused arrival with peace, my pockets got heavier, my nights didn't. The skyline changed, the questions didn't. I climbed every staircase I once dreamed about, only to discover my heart never moved upstairs. My pockets got heavier, my nights didn't. The awards shine beautifully under warm lights. The photographs capture perfect timing. The headlines note my name, but none of them stay awake with me at 2 in the morning.
None of them notice how success still removes his shoes at the door and quietly sits beside my loneliness. One evening I opened an old notebook between forgotten pages. I found a sentence written years ago: I just want to feel enough. Not rich, not famous, not admired enough. That's when everything became uncomfortably clear. My pockets got heavier, my nights didn't. Money solved the bills, it never learned the language of old wounds. The view became higher, the emptiness never looked down. My pockets got heavier, my nights didn't. I wasn't running toward money, I was chasing the feeling I imagined it would deliver: safety, peace, belonging, a quiet mind. Turns out those things were never waiting. Inside my wallet they were waiting. Inside conversations I kept postponing. Inside people I forgot to call. Inside the version of me that believed success would do the healing for him. The lights outside will keep shining. Tomorrow I'll keep building. Not because I'm still trying to become someone important, because now I finally know what success was never designed to replace.
Every morning the line was already moving. Faces fixed forward, eyes counting how many people stood ahead. Nobody asked where it ended, they only asked who was winning. Billboards promised a better tomorrow. Elevators climb faster than conversation, as everyone carried invisible stopwatches, measuring lives that weren't theirs to measure. I learned to hurry before I learned to breathe. One promotion behind, one house behind, one milestone behind, one version of success behind. The numbers kept changing, the finish line never stopped walking away. I stopped racing people who never knew my destination. Their clocks weren't built for my heartbeat, their maps couldn't read my sky. The road became lighter the moment I stopped counting who was ahead. I stopped racing people who never knew my destination. Yeah, years passed, the skyline grew taller, the queue grew longer. Children became adults without ever leaving the line. Some celebrated moving 3 places, others cried for losing one. Nobody noticed the sunrise painting gold across the glass. An old man stood beside me, no expensive suit, no hurry, just quiet eyes that had already arrived somewhere I couldn't see. He smiled without looking toward the front, then asked, "Who told you happiness starts at the front?" The city kept marching, my thoughts stood still. I looked up for the first time in years. Clouds weren't competing, birds weren't ranking themselves. The wind never apologized for arriving late. Nature had always known something we forgot. I stopped racing people who never knew my destination. I still dream, I still build.
so did I. Not faster, not slower, just differently. I never left the queue. I simply stopped turning my life into a scoreboard, and somehow the same road felt wide enough to notice the sky again.
Court still remembers our footsteps. The graffiti keeps our summers on the walls. Two old bicycles lean against the fence like they're still waiting for us to race home before the streetlights turned on. Back then, every plan started with when we're older. As if growing up meant arriving at the same place. We never imagined the road could split without making a sound. No slam doors, no last argument, no final goodbye, just fewer calls, longer pauses, different calendars, different mornings, asking for different versions of us. We stopped meeting in the future we once planned together. Not because we stopped caring, because tomorrow chose a different language. For each of us, some distances aren't measured in miles, they're measured in the dreams that quietly changed our every stop meeting in the future we once planned together. Yeah, I heard you bought the little house you always wanted. I smiled, you heard, I kept chasing cities. We used to point it on old maps, I hope you smiled too. Funny, we both became exactly who we hoped to be, just not beside each other. Sometimes I pass that empty court, the hoop still leans a little to the left. The wind still crosses without choosing sides. Time never erased our laughter, it simply stopped adding new echoes. We stopped eating in the future we once planned together. I didn't lose a brother, I kept every memory exactly where it belongs. Some friendships don't disappear, they become the road signs that remind us where the journey began. Stop meeting in the future we once planned together. If we ever cross paths again, I won't ask why your life looked different from mine. I remember two kids sharing impossible dreams on borrowed bicycles, and I'll be grateful that for a while our tomorrows were the same, even if our todays never were. Every morning I borrowed the same routine. Cold water, half awake eyes. The same cracked mug waiting beside the sink. The mirror always arrived before I did. Neither of us had much to say, still we never missed a morning. That day felt ordinary. I answered calls, I didn't want to laugh at jokes I didn't understand. Nodded through conversations that belonged to everyone else. Said yes so many times I forgot what no sounded like. By evening my feet brought me home. Keys, shoes, silence. I walked into the bathroom, looked up and froze. The sink was there, the toothbrush, the light, the cracked tiles, everything except me. The mirror had stopped following. Even my reflection got tired of pretending. How long can a shadow imitate someone who never chooses his own direction? If I disappear inside every expectation, who exactly is left to recognize? Reflection got tired of pretending. Yeah, I didn't panic, I didn't scream. Somehow it made sense. You can only chase someone for so long before giving up. Maybe my reflection had simply grown exhausted, trying to keep up with every version I invented for everybody else. So I stayed there, no phone, no noise, no audience, just breathing in front of an empty frame. For the first time in years, there was nobody to impress, nobody to convince, nobody waiting for the right answer. Only one question that had been patient longer than I deserved. What do you want? Not what should you do? Not what will they think? Just what do you want? I couldn't answer, not immediately, because the truth hadn't heard its own voice in years. Days passed, I stopped accepting invitations that emptied me, stopped apologizing for changing, stopped decorating my sentences until everyone felt comfortable. The world didn't collapse, only the performance did. Even my reflection got tired of pretending. Maybe it wasn't hiding, maybe it was waiting for someone worth reflecting. Not the actor, not the pleaser, not the carefully edited replacement, just me. Even my reflection got tired of pretending. One quiet morning, I entered the bathroom without rehearsing who I needed to become. I looked up, there you were, not brighter, not stronger, not perfect, just finally honest. The mirror had never left, it was simply waiting for the day I stopped walking into the room. As everyone else. When I was 7, Friday felt like a doorway, school would end the world. finally begin. Monday was just something to survive. Years slipped into different clothes. Soon I was waiting for summer, then Christmas, then graduation, then the first paycheck, then the better apartment, then the promotion. Every season promised it would be the one that finally felt like life. The strange part, tomorrow never broke its promises. It always arrived. It just arrived, wearing another tomorrow. I spent my whole life waiting for tomorrow to begin. Meanwhile, the day kept knocking on my door with quiet hands. I kept chasing the future that moved every time I reached it. I spent my whole life waiting for tomorrow to begin. Yeah. The trains never stopped running, traffic lights kept changing, coffee kept getting cold on office desks. People hurried through ordinary mornings like they were hallways leading somewhere more important. Nobody noticed those hallways were the destination. One afternoon, nothing special happened. No celebration, no promotion, no life-changing car. Just a Tuesday, rain on the bus window, a child laughing at a pigeon, an old couple sharing headphones, someone holding the door for a stranger. For reasons I still can't explain, everything felt complete. Not exciting, not extraordinary, just alive. I spent my whole life waiting for tomorrow to begin, but happiness never missed its train. I did. I walked past it every ordinary morning because I was too busy looking at the next station. I spent my whole life waiting for tomorrow to begin. I used to believe Friday saved people. Now I know a calendar has never healed anyone. A different date can't rescue a life that refuses to be present. Tomorrow will come, it always does, but peace found me on a Tuesday. I almost rushed through and suddenly I understood I wasn't waiting for a better future. I was postponing my own life until I finally stopped asking the week to make me happy and started showing up for the day that was already waiting for me. The doors closed before I could remember why I stepped inside a polished floor, cold steel walls, glass behind my back, a city stretching upward like it had forgotten how to stop. Floor 3, just enough. I smiled, pressed another button. Floor 12, a better title, a larger office, a name people finally noticed. The numbers beside my door changed, the questions inside my head didn't. Floor 27, more applause, more messages, more strangers calling me an inspiration. Funny, recognition has a loud voice until you get home. Then it whispers, exactly like loneliness.
Success kept adding floors faster than I could climb.
Every ceiling introduced another ceiling. Every view invented a higher window. The skyline never asked me to stop, only to continue.
Success kept adding floors faster than I could climb.
The buttons never ended, each one promised this one. This is it. This is the level where everything finally feels enough. I believed every single one, not because I was greedy, because hope is excellent marketing. Years disappeared between elevator chimes. The city grew brighter, my calendar grew heavier. Somewhere along the ride, I stopped noticing whether I was happy. I only checked whether I was still moving upward. Motion became my definition of meaning. Then, for the first time, I didn't press anything. The cabin kept rising without me, as if ambition had learned my fingerprints. Silence filled the room more honestly than success ever had.
Success kept adding floors faster than I could climb.
The higher I traveled, the further enough moved away. I wasn't chasing dreams anymore, I was chasing
a finish line
that kept
relocating itself. Success kept adding floors faster than I could climb.
a gentle bell. The doors slide open. No penthouse, no rooftop, no celebration. Just a familiar street. The same cafe, the same cracked pavement, the same traffic light where years ago I first stepped inside. I hadn't reached the top, I had traveled in perfect circles. I stood there watching people rush toward the same building. Everyone looking up, nobody asking who designed the staircase. I smiled, not because I stopped dreaming, because I finally understood that a life can't be measured by the height of the floor, when every sunrise still begins at ground level. The photographs left first, one swipe gone. The conversations followed, years compressed into a loading bar. Then nothing, it looked like moving on, at least from the outside. There was only one thing I never touched. A voice memo, 43 seconds, no title, no date, just your name waiting inside an old phone I never had the courage to replace. Sometimes I charge it for no reason, watch the battery come back to life, lock the screen, put it away again. Not because I wanted to hear you, because I needed to know I still could. I wasn't keeping your voice, I was
was keeping my courage to press play. Some memories don't survive because we revisit them, they survive. Because one touch could bring an entire lifetime back into the room. I wasn't keeping your voice high, I was keeping my courage to press play.
Yeah. Friends assumed I'd forgotten time has a convincing face. I laughed, worked, traveled, learned new streets, met new people. Life kept introducing me to tomorrow. Still, every new phone stayed inside its box because transferring that recording felt too permanent. Deleting it felt impossible, leaving it where it was felt honest. Years later, a storm cut the power, the apartment fell silent. No television, no notifications, just rain in an old drawer I hadn't opened in forever. The phone was lighter than I remember, so was my heart. I put on the headphones, closed my eyes, press play. 43 seconds, a laugh, a sentence, a pause, another laugh, then silence. I waited for the hate to return, it didn't. I listened again, strange, I couldn't remember the sound of your voice. Not really, time had softened every syllable. What came back wasn't you, it was me. The version who believed those 43 seconds could hold an entire future. I wasn't keeping your voice, I was keeping my courage to press play. Turns out the recording was never the reason I couldn't move on. I was protecting the last door to a person who no longer existed. Not you, me. I wasn't keeping your voice, I was keeping my courage to press play. Before I left, I deleted the recording. Not because I finally forgot you, because I finally remembered myself. The silence afterwards didn't feel empty, it felt finished. Finished. I used to imagine success would have a sound, crowds, champagne, phones that never stop ringing, a room too loud to hear myself think. That's how victory looked from far away. Nobody tells you how quietly dreams arrive. No orchestra, no fireworks, just another evening with a different view. Outside the window, the city looks smaller, my apartment looked bigger. Funny, only one of us felt empty. Nobody warned me that dreams echo louder when you're alone. The higher the skyline became, the easier it was to hear everything I left behind. I reached the place I always wanted, I just couldn't fit all my yesterdays inside it. Nobody warned me that dreams echo louder when you're alone. No, 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 no. trophy sat on the concrete beside me, cold, heavy, shining under lights that didn't know my story. I picked it up, not because I wanted to admire it, because I wondered whose fingerprints should have been next to mine. I remembered late night drives with no destination, cheap coffee shared between impossible plans, voice notes that ended with, "We'll laugh about this one day." We were right, I do laugh, just not with them. Success didn't steal those people. Deadlines borrowed, one weekend flights borrowed, another one missed birthday, one canceled dinner, one call answered later, one message that stayed unopened a little too long. Nothing dramatic, just tiny absences stacking themselves until they became a different life. Nobody warned me that dreams echo louder when you're alone. No single goodbye changed the ending, only thousands of little moments I promised I'd make up for later. Arrived, they didn't. Nobody warned me that dreams echo louder when you're alone. I used to think the price of a dream was measured in sleepless nights. Turns out, sleep was never the expensive part. Presence was. Tomorrow, I'll still chase what I love, but not at the cost of forgetting the people who love me before the world learned my name. I stand, leave the trophy where it is, look out across the city for the first time in years. I don't make another plan, I make one phone call, because some victories don't begin when you reach the top, they begin when someone still answers after the climb.